What's up, YouTubers? Welcome back to the channel, Mo Hunt Silver. And we are going to be on episode number 7 now for our nickel hunt and fill series for the channel. And I do have another box of circulated nickels to hunt through. So, I didn't see any enders of any kind that looked anything special. But we will see what is inside the rolls once we get cracked into them. As well as trying to fill these albums right here, we are going to be looking for any kind of mint errors, any kind of varieties of any kind, any proof strikes, buffalo nickels, wartime silver nickels, you name it. Anything cool that we can find in here. And if you guys like the video as you're watching it, please subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up, because that really helps the YouTube algorithm, especially when you leave comments, anything like that. So I think we're going to get into it. And before we do, though, we did make it up to 126 spots in our albums out of the possible 190. So I'm hoping we can add at least 1 or maybe 2 more spots to our Jefferson album, and possibly a spot or 2 to our Buffalo Nickel album as well, because we only have 2 in that one, and those 2 nickels are very lonely in there, and they need friends. So I think we'll get this box moved into position over here. We'll get the albums out of the way, and we will start hunting this box to see what we can find inside these rolls. So I'll be right back, hopefully, when I have my first find out of roll number 1 right here. See you soon. Alright, well, this box is definitely wasting no time, because that's roll number 1 I have finished up. And we have a find. And that's going to be an early Jefferson, 1939. And it's going to be a filly. Alright, so we can check it for the DDR at least, being that it's a Philadelphia. And it would be on the Monticello here, and the word 5 cents, which I am not seeing any kind of doubling. So that's just going to be a regular 1939 Philadelphia. Yep. But not a bad start to the box. Early Jefferson. Alrighty. Move on to roll number 2. Roll number 4 is going to give us our second find, and this one is going to be a 1940 from Philadelphia. All right. Roll number 8 is going to give us our third set of finds, and the first one is going to be a 1952 that is from Philadelphia. And then we got our first foreign for the box. We have a 1999 from Canada. All right, not bad. Roll number 9, about halfway through, and I have another nickel under the scope. It's a 2023 Philadelphia. So you guys can probably guess what that might be. But we have another die clash. You can clearly see those eyes right there under the steps and the left side of the building here. We're definitely becoming no stranger to these things. I seem to be finding a whole bunch of them in my area. So if I flip this over, we should have the line across his eyes, which, yes, there it is. You can see it clearly running right here, and even comes out into the field a little bit. And then if you have a good example, which this one does have it, I can see it pretty good right there. But you'll also have the top part of the Monticello building that you can see on the obverse as well, coming off of Jefferson's neck and running into Liberty. So another 2023 die clash, and it's not in bad shape either. Couple circulation dings and that, but other than that, it looks like it has full steps. Actually, let me put that back under the scope. Yeah, if those aren't full, they're darn close to being full. So, pretty cool. Wow, guys. Our next find is going to come out of roll number 19. And it's going to be a 1959. That's going to be out of Denver. Wow. A little bit of a cold streak in the box. Alright guys, next roll number 20. I don't have an older Jefferson or anything, but we did get a different foreign that we don't usually get. I'm not quite sure what this is called, but it's going to be from the United Arab Emirates. I see on the obverse side. But yeah, usually we get Canadian for our foreigns, so that's pretty neat. Don't get that often at all. I don't know. Alright, I'll take it though. Roll number 22. And the box might be heating up a little bit, but I hope I just didn't speak too soon. Because we got a 1942, and it's not going to be a silver wartime. Because, as you can see here, it does not have the large mint mark above the Monticello. And it doesn't have a Denver, so this is just a regular 1942 copper nickel. Alright, we'll keep moving. Alright guys, I just flattened out the very next roll because I have roll number 23 out here. And as I laid them out, I saw a date, and you guys can probably see it right there. 1944. That is going to be a silver wartime. Please have a mint mark other than Philadelphia, because we already have the Philly for the books. What is it going to be? Please be a D or an S. Oh. Well, it's a Philly, but I'll definitely take it because it's silver. So we do have silver in the box. And I'll see if there's anything else in the roll. If there is, I'll be back to share it with you. Roll 23 is going to have something else hiding in it. And it's another 2023 with a die clash. I don't know if you guys can see it off the reflection here. There it is right there. You could probably see it, but I'll put it under the scope so we can see it closer. And there you can see those eyes. Look at that thing. Wow. Crazy looking that one is. We'll flip it over. And there's the line going across Jefferson's eyes and out the side of the head right here. So, yet again, another 2023 Philly die clash. Crazy. Roll number 24 is going to give us another 50s nickel here. 1957. And that one is going to be a Denver. It's kind of worn down there. All right, we'll take it. All right, just finished roll number 37. And we're going to have a 1940. And that's going to be, it looks like out of Philadelphia. All right, kind of dirty. And then also in roll number 31, we found a 1959. And that one's going to be out of Denver. And then in roll 29, we found another foreign. This one's going to be of a different type. 5 cents, 1997. And if we flip it here, that is from Bermuda with the fish. So that's pretty cool. 3 foreigns for the box. Not many finds, though. And we still have 13 rolls to go. Pretty light box so far. Very next roll, guys. Roll number 48, or 38, sorry. Ha! Getting ahead of myself, I guess. I didn't even see this when I laid them out. We got a buffalo nickel that is pretty dirty, but I think it's, I can't really see the date on it. I'm thinking maybe a 1920, because there's no mint mark. But I think I'm going to have to nick a date that. All right, let me do that, and I'll be right back. Hang on. All right, guys, I did some nickel to this here nickel on the obverse side. So there's no mint mark, but I don't know if you guys can see it there. Right there you can see it now. 1920. So it's pretty common. Philadelphia minted. But we'll definitely take it. It's going to be the oldest in the box by far. Alright. Got a silver and a buffalo. Now all we need is a proof. Let's get it. Alright, we're up to roll number 40. And roll number 40 actually gave us 2 finds, which is pretty cool. First one being in 1941. And that's going to be out of Philadelphia. So that gives us 440 so far for the box. And then our second is going to be a 1955. And please don't have a mint mark, but we'll see. There it is. We got a Denver, unfortunately. But I'll still take it, and that gives us 5 for the 50s. We'll see what we can find in these last 10 rolls. I don't know. Alright guys, I bring you back in roll number 43. Or sorry, 44 we're on right now. But before I show you what we found in this roll, 2 rolls earlier, roll number 41, there we go, we did find a lower mintage 2009 Philadelphia, and it's kind of scratched up, but definitely take it being a lower mint. We don't really find many of those. And now I'm going to show you what we found in this roll, roll number 44. Probably the worst condition buffalo nickel I have ever found. Wow. I'm glad it's a buffalo, but oh man. It looks like a 1927 from what I can see there. I might just nickel-date this thing because you can't hurt it any more than what's already been done to it here. Because this thing is pitted and everything else. You can just see it. So let me nickel-date this and I'll be right back. Alright, I've got the buffalo nickel nickel-dated, and it's hard to see, but I think in this angle right here on the camera you can see it. But that is going to be a 1917 from what it looks like to me. And it's going to be a Philadelphia mint. You know, there's no mint mark down there. At least that I can tell anyway. But yeah, 1917. Horrible condition, but glad to have one that's that old. That's what, 106 years old? So, pretty cool. Roll 47. And we're going to have an older Jefferson here. It's going to be a 1954 out of Philadelphia. Alright, that gives us 6 for the 50s now. Holy cow, guys, this box just keeps getting stranger. I just started roll number 48, because we have 2 rolls left in the box yet. And I came here to a 1949. Looks at pretty average circulation. It's got a scratch going across it in here and everything. I flipped it. And look what the mint mark is. We got a 1949 San Francisco right there. And that is a semi-key date. So this will definitely be a book filler for the series. That is awesome. This has been just been a very strange box so far. But I'll see if there's anything else in this roll. And I'll be back if there is. Roll 49, and we're going to have 2 finds. First one's going to be a 1946. It's pretty dirty. And that's going to be out of Philadelphia. So that gives us 640s now as well. And then our second is going to be a 1940. And that's also out of Philadelphia. So that's going to be 740s. And 650s so far. And we have 1 roll to go. We'll see if there's anything else in it. And if not, I'll be back with a wrap-up. Alright, we're back for the wrap-up. Because the box is now completely hunted. And this was kind of a light box because we only got 23 total finds here on the desk. But I will say there were some good finds out of those 23 that we were able to get here. So I'll just start going through them. And we were able to find 3 foreigns, all different kinds, from different countries, and you know, things like that. A Canadian, a Bermuda coin, and one from the United Arab Emirates. So that's pretty cool. We did get one low minted 2009, which I do not come across here in my boxes very often, so very happy to see that. We got one from the 30s, a 39. We ended up getting 7 total from the, 8 total from the 40s. 2 of them are down below here. 6 50s. Nickels from the 50s there. We got 2 of our 23 die clashes. And you can see that right there. Without even putting it under the scope. Right underneath the steps there in the center of Monticello. And I've been finding a bunch of these lately. So that's a nice one right there. It's nice and strong. You can see that real easy. So that's pretty cool. I'll definitely take any of those that I can find. And then the stars for this episode of the Hunt series is going to be these 4 coins right down here. 2 of them are Buffalo nickels, which I believe at least one will be an addition for our Buffalo nickel album. We did find 1 silver wartime nickel in this box, but it is not going to be an addition for the album because we already have this one. So I'll just throw that into my collection. And last but not least, we were able to find a 1949, although not in the best condition, semi-key date, San Francisco Jefferson nickel. So that's definitely going to be an album edition, and happy to have found this one. You don't see those much. So, yeah, with saying that, I am going to pull out the albums and get our new finds and new additions plugged in, and see if there's any upgrades, which, if we do have any, it might be this 2003 Denver right here. That's the only thing I really found in this box that was decent. So I'll be right back with the albums. Alright guys, we're back with a look at the albums. And after only hunting 7 boxes, I would say they are starting to look pretty darn good. And I actually have to back away here a little bit so you guys can see the entire layout of the albums. But, wow. Pretty full for only hunting 7 boxes, or going through, you could say that's 14,000 nickels that we went through so far. But I'll get right into our additions that we had. And the first one is going to be in our Buffalo nickel album with a 1917 out of Philadelphia. It's in pretty rough shape. I had to nicodate it, but it is a spot filler. And then our second in the Buffalo nickel album was a 1920 from Philadelphia. Again, had to nicodate it, but it is a spot filler, so we'll definitely take it. And then we had in our Jefferson nickel albums, we added a semi-key date, 1949, San Francisco, with just under 10 million minted, and don't come across those very often, so we're happy to add that to the book. And then as far as additions go, which I thought this 2003 Denver was going to be an upgrade, it's actually an addition. So we filled that spot there as well with a pretty decent looking example. And as far as upgrades go, we actually didn't have any, because that 2003 was the only one I thought was going to be an upgrade, and it ended up being a spot filler. So that is going to do it for this episode of the nickel hunt for this series, and that is going to give us now a total of 128 spots out of 190 in our 3 Jefferson nickel albums, and also we made it now up to 4 spots in our possible 65 of the Buffalo nickel album. Not bad. So if you guys enjoyed this video and this hunt, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're liking the series so far. I appreciate any new subs I get, and we're always looking for more. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.